With the value and the content I'm about to bring to you guys from now on, you're going to be able to separate yourself from other producers. So without further ado, let's get into this video. DDG, you probably knew him as a YouTuber, or you met him when he was an artist. Either way, he's been seeing a lot of success these last couple of years, and whether you want to admit it or not, he has a different style. He primarily prefers guitar beats, and it's more laid back with a chill vibe and some silky smooth vocals. Let's take a listen to some of his popular tracks, labeled Elon Musk, Moonwalking in Calabasas, and Tony Montana. Most of his songs are based on feel, and a lot of catchy melodies. Based on an article by Hunter Ferris, catchiness is defined as the long-term musical salience, or the degree to which a musical fragment remains memorable after a period of time. So that raises the big question, how do you make it memorable? How do you make it catchy? Ferris outlines it on two types of memory, episodic memory and procedural memory. Episodic memory is basically how events connect to you. It basically lies on the idea of familiarity. It's like remembering the first day of school, or remembering your first birthday party. So, to apply this in your melodies, use popular chord progressions, melodies from old hits. Try getting something familiar for the audience to say, oh, I've heard something like this before. Procedural memory is remembering procedures that you unconsciously do. Example, when We Will Rock You comes on, you don't think about the stomp, stomp, clap, you just do it. It's like speaking. You don't have to think about speaking, you just speak. And a tip for this one is basically create melodies that you can easily sing. And the second part of that is make it simple enough that if 5 minutes pass, you can still re-sing the melody. And the final tip for creating your catchy melodies is called voice leading and diatonic melody writing, which means writing notes that lead smoothly to the next. It's all about solving and resolving, getting back to the root note, getting from one note to the other, which sounds correct. And these are extras you should know about catchiness. Repetition. Obviously, the more repetitive something is, the easier it is to get stuck in your head. And the last tip for this section is complexity in the simple. Making less mean more. I know it sounds kind of abstract and cliche, but take it how you want. In terms of the percussive elements in DDG's tracks, they have a lot of space. You gotta leave a lot of space in the rhythm section by not overcrowding the drums. You can listen and apply a lot of popular drum patterns you hear in these industry songs and apply it to the same if you're trying to make a DDG track. Don't forget about your mix. Mixing is very important. It accentuates the feelings and develops contrast. In the description below, I have a link. I'll send you to the engineer's video, which mixed by Ali mixes the track Tony Montana by DDG. Take what you want from there. With that being said, let's go ahead and apply these tips and create our own DDG type beat. This expand preset. I applied the same chord progression as Elon Musk, keeping it simple and familiar. I added guitar rig, this Fairchild compressor on electric guitar compression preset, and some EQ to take out some frequencies that were bothering me. I also added a Valhalla Supermassive, which is free, just for some reverb. Next, using the same exact preset, I went and created a counter melody. Using expand, I used the Celeste Soft preset and just layered what I had. This is just gonna help fill out the sound, make it sound more full. It might not be as prominent, but it's there. Then in Nexus, I use this Heart Bliss preset in the XP Dance Orchestra, and it's barely doing much. Next, I needed some for the intro, so I used this pretty flute in Sakura, and this is how it sounds. As for the drums, I kept it super simple. So this is the final beat right here. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll bring a lot more fire to you. So I'll catch you in the next one.
Casey, crazy, that shit wavy.